Hi. I'm going to make a video of way to break down the fat and thin golden rhombohedra of quasicrystal fame. Uh, in front of us here is a fat rhombohedron, and I'm kind of hiding the other backside for now. But classic way to break these things apart is to take them apart on this plane here, severing the top cap, and then you can take the bottom off here and you'd have an octahedra in the middle. That's a classic static way to dissect these any hexahedron, and I call it static because it doesn't involve utilizing phi scaling, okay, which is what's necessary in my opinion in fivefold, which will become more evident. So I'll just get rid of some of these planes now. Try to expose what I'm working on here. Alright, so the E module, which is right here, this one, well, I don't have the fourth, this 1/4 of the diamond face is, and there's a module here. There's actually 4 of them penetrating in on all 6 sides. And then you can see here that it dimples down into the center of that. That was a tetrahedral top. Anyway, so we had 24 of these E modules, and then we took those apart, took those off, let's say, and then what we'd have is what I called remainder tet. There'd be 6 of these remainder tets. That would be like the core. I've subsequently called that the W tetrahedron. So there's 6 of these that are clustered around over a common center axis. Now, so the breakdown that I figured out back in early 80s was the E module makeup of this fat golden hexahedron. But I just want to show here that once I have the W module here, I can take that, what would also be considered 4 E modules, and break it up into UVW tetrahedron. These 4, I'm going to try to just click on points here. These 4 points delineate just yet another W tetrahedron. I actually can probably highlight it, yeah, like that. It doesn't highlight all the edges, but most of them. There's also this one here, and there's one on the opposite side. It's the same length, yellow. Okay, and there's one on this side here too, right here. And so that's 2 W's there. And then here is a V tetrahedron right here, those 4 points. Then this is a U. And lastly, on the other side here is a smaller W. That fills all the space up. So it's kind of like that beginning of that UVW golden spiral coming out. So you can see these lines here, I have them parallel, this one and this one. We could also dissect this a different way in this face, and we still have the same amount of tetrahedra. We have our W's on each side, not really on each end here and here, let's say. And then there's that V here again. That really hasn't changed its location neither. Well, it's hard to explain. Yeah, but then this is a U here, and then there's a smaller W here. So that's one way to break down the fat. Because you can do that same thing on all 6 sides, and then you have the cluster of 6 W's in the middle. So we could say that this is made up of 18 of the larger W, 6 V, 6 U, and 6 of the smaller W. Okay, it's all phi scale related, so I don't really want to pinpoint a specific length. Okay, then we have the thin golden rhombohedra, and this could be made up of 18 E modules and 6 the next size down if you actually use this method here of breaking it down into E modules in these sections. and there would be a cluster of 6 on the bottom or on top, doesn't matter. That's one way to do it. I've showed that in other videos. Again, the classic style would be to try to come up with these overall tetrahedral pieces that would make a tetrahedron, octahedron, tetrahedron, which would be a static form of modularizing. Okay, now I'm going to get rid of these faces here and show that in here we have a cluster of 6 U modules right here. Okay, and then we're filling in these. There's 6 of these depressions again that we just showed on the fat, and in this one I just put the 2 yellows emanating away from the same point instead of in parallel. And so we have your W's on each end, and you have your V, then you have your U and your smaller W. So this is made up of 6 large W, then there's 6V, 6V, 6 smaller W, and 12U. And I haven't really, the W can be made up of 5E of one size and 1E of the next size down, and the V can be made of 3 of one size and 1 of one size down. The U is made of 2, and the smaller W could be 1 of one size, 1 of the next size down. That modularization in E modules is also in a different video, but one can glean that since the fat and thin golden rhombohedra fill all space, and they can be made up of E modules, or the UVW tetrahedra themselves can be made up of smaller 5-scaled UVW tetrahedron. We really are filling all space in a dynamic way, and essentially it is curving and spiraling in at least 3 dimensions, probably more, and the forms actually can be kind of, let's say, plucked out of an aether. Thank you.